I've been trying to keep up a lot with the news necessarily and seeing what's being reported. Also doing some local stuff that I find on YouTube as well. But I know recently we had a lot of spikes. It's hard necessarily to pinpoint how necessarily spikes are occurring. I do know just being aware. I mean, besides recently, I know there was a lot of deaths that occurred, but I have seen a lot more of the numbers rising, but deaths have been going low. So I guess that's more of a good optimistic ends of seeing what's going on, just how treatments are being headed, um, and just also the health of patients. So I mean, I don't really have necessarily a critique because it's hard. Mainly, what I do is from home, so I don't really go outside necessarily to really put too much attention in saying what's going on negatively. I understand necessarily understanding, how the economy and marketing necessarily needs to work. So people will have to, of course, spend, which requires people going to their jobs to get things done. Um, I guess for school situations, since I'll be an educator coming up this upcoming school year, I know there's just a lot of fear and a lot of the unknown, which is just universal. I don't think anyone necessarily has an answer. So um, my true opinion is really just trying to see like how leadership is really being examined and how things can be done collectively rather just being necessarily an attack on Democrat and Republican, but just having people come together, which I think should be the universal image. Unfortunately, that's not the way things are going right now, especially this being an election year. It's a little unfortunate, but I just feel like, this is something that is impacting us all. We all need to come together, find answers of how can we help and prevent, those who are the most vulnerable that might be getting a lot of this attention or unfortunate um, awareness or coming across the COVID-19. Um, but regarding those versus now, it's like a lot more youth are coming in contact with it. So I don't really necessarily have an answer necessarily know how people are necessarily getting at its eyes. People can look at protesting, which possibly can be something, but I think it's just more of a form of a lot of people who are asymmetric about the virus, where they don't necessarily have symptoms. So it's like easy to come across people who may have it but don't show anything with it. So a lot of people are getting in contact with that. So I think that's just more of the attention to detail that people need to focus on. I mean, I'm looking forward to being in the classroom. I was excited just set on my classroom how everything will look. Coming across as like me, I'm one that needs to be around people, showcase my character, and get that excitement going. Now, I mean, it's just a lot more, just unknown where people can, of course, be scared. So my situation, um, it's just really adjusting what I can control, and I have the possibility to just control what I can control. Um, I'm more concerned, of course, with parents and guardians with their child and their student coming to a school building, where that, of course, could put educators at risk. And it's common for a lot of educators in general to just have sickness throughout the year because you're coming across so many students. So one's immune system definitely has to be strong, which garners people to be a lot more active, take care of their physical and mental ability, exercising. Um, so for me, it's just mainly just taking advantage of that. Like I've been an athlete my whole life, played football in college, so that's something I'm not necessarily being too much concerned about. We do see athletes have come across the virus, but no one's necessarily been impacted negatively from it. So yeah, I guess it's just seeing how we're all going to deal with it. So it's gonna be interesting. We got a whole month away until that comes. So I think there's a lot more answers going to come across later on in July and early August.